Hello everyone, welcome to Study IQ. In this video, I will bring to you the best MCQs, that is the best 300 MCQs part 2 in English for July. Let's start the video in English. As per recent information given by the Government of India, the value of defense production in India has gone up to what amount during the financial year 24? So it is 1.26 lakh crore. This much is the defense production in India, and this is the highest ever. This is the highest ever. What was the defense production in India in the previous financial year, that is financial year 23? It was 1.08 lakh crore. 1.08 lakh crore. Now something very interesting I found, which is that if you talk about the defense production in financial year 24, then 79.2% of defense production is contributed by the defense PSUs. Defense public sector companies like Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Bharat Dynamics Limited, Bharat Electronics Limited, all of these companies, and only 20.8% is contributed by the private companies like Larsen Toubro, for example. But when it comes to exports, there is a lot of difference. So 60% of the exports are contributed by the private companies, and only 40% of the defense exports are contributed by the defense PSUs. So this is the highest ever increase in the defense production in the value terms. Right? Now, how much were our defense exports? So defense exports were 21083 crore in the financial year 24, and this was an increase of 32.5% over the financial year 23. In financial year 23, our defense exports were 15,920 crore. So this is a huge jump of 32.5%. And what is our defense exports target? It is $5 billion. $5 billion by financial year 2025. And let me also tell you that defense exports are maximum in America. In fact, more than 50% of our defense exports are going to America. Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, they have issued scheme guidelines for the implementation of the SITE program component 2. So which of the following organization will be the implementing agency for this particular tranche? So the answer is Solar Energy Corporation of India. Solar Energy Corporation of India, and government on SITE program tranche 2 will spend 13,050 crore rupees. And SITE program was started to maximize the production of green hydrogen and its derivatives. Understood? And how much of green hydrogen are they targeting in tranche 2? 4,50,000 TPA. 4,50,000 TPA. This much is the green hydrogen production that they are targeting. 4,50,000 TPA is what is being targeted. Let me tell you, Green Hydrogen Mission was launched on 4th of January 2023 by Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi, and government will spend 19,744 crore, and this money will be spent all the way till financial year 30, that is 2029-30, because National Green Hydrogen Mission is till 2029-30. And what we want to do, we want to have in India where by the financial year 30, we are able to produce 5 million metric ton of green hydrogen every year. And recently, under the SITE program, one more thing was announced, which is that green ammonia that will be provided to the fertilizer sector. Earlier, it was 5.5 lakh ton per annum, but now it has been increased by 2 lakh ton per annum. So now it will be 7.5 lakh ton per annum. Scientists at which of the following institute, they have developed an innovative method to efficiently generate hydrogen gas from a mixture of methanol and paraformaldehyde. So hydrogen will be generated from a mixture of these two compounds, and this is a research which has been mastered by Indian Institute of Science Education and Research, Tirupati. Indian Institute of Science Education and Research, Miss Tirupati. And this research is supported by Anusandhan National Research Foundation, which earlier was known as Science and Engineering Research Board. But you know that Science and Engineering Research Board has been, this organization is no more now. It was replaced by ANRF, Anusandhan National Research Foundation. So this is a body under the Ministry of Science and Technology. Ministry of Science and Technology, and it repealed the Science and Engineering Research Board. It subsumed it. So now Anusandhan National Research Foundation is the main research body. It works under the Ministry of Science and Tech. Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya and which company they have entered into a collaboration for aerospace teaching and research. Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya is located in Vadodara and its old name is NRTI, National Rail and Transportation Institute. So they have partnered with a global company called Airbus. So Airbus will provide full scholarship to 40 students of Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya for the entire program duration, and they will be giving, they will be bearing all their expenses like tuition fee, hostel fee. How much? 2.5 lakh rupees per annum, up to 2.5 lakh rupees per annum per student. This much money will be given by Airbus. It will be given by Airbus. Which of the following state government will introduce मुख्यमंत्री निर्माण श्रमिकों के बच्चों हेतु निशुल्क कोचिंग सहायता योजना? So basically it's a free coaching scheme for children of the registered construction workers in the state. So it has been started by the government of Chhattisgarh. He is Vishnu Dev Sai. He is the Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh. They have a BJP government in Chhattisgarh. So free coaching scheme for the children of the registered construction workers, right? And it has been started in 10 districts of Chhattisgarh, both online and offline coaching. And it will be for different exams of Chhattisgarh like CGPSC, like banking, SSC exams, all of these. It has been started there. Let me also tell you that Bhel, they are setting up a 1600 megawatt, 1600 megawatt thermal power plant. This contract was given to them by Adani Group. They will set up it in Raigad. Right? Which of the following company has launched the world's first CNG bike called Freedom 125? It runs on petrol but also has the option of CNG. You can switch if you want. So this is by Bajaj Auto. The answer is option C. Bajaj Auto. This is the world's first motorcycle which runs on CNG. The price is something around 95,000 rupees. 95,000 rupees. Also, there is a company based in Pune known as Sani Heavy Industry Private Limited. And this company has launched SKT 105E, which is India's first locally manufactured or indigenously manufactured fully electric open cast mining truck. Moidams are the burial places for the Ahom kings and queens. They have been recommended for inclusion in the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Moidams are associated with which state? Moidams are associated with Assam. They are associated with Assam and they are located in Sharadeo district of Assam. So Ahoms, they ruled Assam for a long time, and these are their burial places. So this request to UNESCO was made by International Monument. There is an organization called International Council on Monuments and Site. Just remember in short, ICOMOS. Okay, ICOMOS, which was set up in 1965, and today it is headquartered in Paris. ICOMOS is headquartered in Paris, and ICOMOS works closely with the UNESCO. Now, Ahom dynasty ruled Assam from 13th century to 19th century. So that is how long they ruled the Assam for, right? And where is the headquarter for ICOMOS? It is headquartered in Paris. By the way, the official nominee by the government of India is the Maratha military landscape, which has 12 forts, 11 in Maharashtra, 1 in Ginji Fort in Tamil Nadu. As per the recently released report, Patent Landscape Report, the generative artificial intelligence, which of the following country has dominated global race in generative AI? In the last 9 years, they have filed more than 38,000 patents. So you can see more than 38,000 patents were filed by China. Number 2 is America with just 6,276 patents. Third is South Korea, fourth is Japan, and fifth is India. So India has filed 5th highest patents in the generative AI sector. Right? And even there was a AI adoption index recently that was given by International Monetary Fund, and Singapore was number 1. Denmark was number 2, and India was 72nd. And here you can see, if you talk about the companies, then Tencent Holdings from China had maximum patents. If you talk about the universities or colleges, then Chinese Academy of Sciences was number 1. Who has become Britain's next Prime Minister? So Labour Party is in power now. They defeated the Conservative Party. I'm talking about Keir Starmer from the Labour Party. And of course, the Conservative Prime Minister was Rishi Sunak, so he had to resign. He had to resign. As per recent information, India will host the 46th session of the UNESCO World Heritage Committee at which place? So it will take place in New Delhi, Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi. Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi, and it will be organized by the Ministry of Culture and Archaeological Survey of India. And by the way, Archaeological Survey of India works under Ministry of Culture only. And UNESCO has also declared a pop band from South Korea called 17 as the Goodwill Ambassador for the Youth. Goodwill Ambassador for the Youth. Also, the Smriti Van in Bhuj in Kutch in Gujarat has been declared as one of the 7 most beautiful museums by UNESCO. It has won the Prix Versailles Award. And UNESCO has declared Kozhikode city from Kerala as a UNESCO city of literature. Gujarat government has signed MOU with which of the following companies to establish and promote AI cluster in Gift City in Gandhinagar in Gujarat. AI cluster will be set up by IBM. It will be set up by IBM, right, in Gift City in Gujarat. And AI Center of Excellence will be set up by Microsoft. So both are different, okay? AI Center of Excellence in Gift City in collaboration with Microsoft, and AI Cluster in collaboration with IBM. The archaeologists, they have found the world's oldest known cave picture in the Liang Karampuang cave. Where is this cave located? This is the oldest cave painting, and this is a painting which is 51,200 years ago. So the answer is Indonesia. There is an island called Sulawesi in Indonesia. So that is where world's oldest known cave picture was found. Understood? Sulawesi in Indonesia. Government has made a committee. Basically, there are 8 cabinet committees. Who among the following has been appointed as the head of the Cabinet Committee on Parliamentary Affairs? Cabinet Committee on Parliamentary Affairs, the head will be Mr. Rajnath Singh, the Defense Minister of India. Let me show you all the committees. And you can see, apart from just 2 committees, that is Cabinet Committee on Parliamentary Affairs and Cabinet Committee on Accommodation, all the other 6 are headed by Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi. So just remember, do the smart work. Cabinet Committee on Accommodation by Amit Shah, Home Minister, and Cabinet Committee on Parliamentary Affairs by Rajnath Singh, and all the other are handled or headed by the Pradhan Mantri, that is Narendra Modi ji, right? So I've written all the committees here, and just you can take a look at that. Which country has officially become the 10th permanent member of SCO? SCO summit recently happened in Astana in Kazakhstan, and Belarus is the 10th. Belarus is the 10th country to become the member of the SCO. SCO is headquartered in Beijing. SCO is headquartered in Beijing. So Belarus first became a dialogue partner in 2010 and observer in 2015. Finally, it is a member. And Iran was the 9th member. So India hosted the 2023 SCO summit, and there Iran had become the 9th member. And now the 24th SCO summit happened in Astana in Kazakhstan. And what happened here? So here Belarus has become the 10th member. That is the most important part that you should know. Which government department has launched Swachh Gaon Shuddh Jal Behtar Kal? It's a 2-month awareness campaign on safe water and sanitation in the rural areas to safeguard the health of children and communities. So this is the Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation, which works under the Ministry of Jal Shakti. Ministry of Jal Shakti. Also don't forget, Ministry of Health has launched National Stop Diarrhea campaign. National Stop Diarrhea campaign for 2 months. Union government has issued gazetted notification for enforcing Telecom Act 2023 from 5th of July 2024. As per Section 59B of the Act, candidate who want to become the chairperson of TRAI, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, should have how much years of professional experience? So for chairman position, 30 years, and for an ordinary member position, 25 years. If you want to become a member of TRAI, you need 25 years of experience. If you want to become a chairman, you need 30 years of experience. All of this was said as per the new Telecom Act. As per the new Telecom Act has repealed Indian Telegraph Act of 1885. Indian Telegraph Act of 1885. Understood? Also, the Universal Service Obligation Fund has been repealed now. Universal Service Obligation Fund, and it will be now known as Digital Bharat Nidhi. Digital Bharat Nidhi. Instead of Universal Service Obligation Fund, we will have Digital Bharat Nidhi, right? Makes sense. Also, up to 9 SIM cards are possible for one person in his lifetime. And if you are from Jammu Kashmir or northeastern state, then only 6 SIM cards are possible for you. Only 6 SIM cards are possible for you. Got it? Also, there is a Post Office Act of 2023 which has been enacted now from 18th of June, and it has repealed the old 125 years old Indian Post Office Act of 1898. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh has launched Inflamen initiative to prevent and cure metabolic liver diseases. This initiative has been launched in collaboration with which country? So this country is France. Inflamen stands for Indo-French Liver and Metabolic Disease Network. You can see Dr. Shiv Sarin here. He is the director of Institute of Liver and Biliary Sciences, which is in Delhi. So it has partnered with an institute of France. So this is a collaboration for controlling the liver diseases between India and France. Also, France is helping India to set up the largest museum ever called Yuge Yugin Bharat Museum that will be set up by the Ministry of Culture in Delhi. It will be the largest museum in the world with an area of 1.54 square meter, 1.54 lakh square meter, or you can say 1,54,000 square meter of area. And India and France also did Shakti exercise in Umroi in Meghalaya. Also in Umroi in Meghalaya, the nomadic elephant exercise between India and Mongolia has started. Which of the following state government has signed a MOU for implementation of 72,000 crore river linking project? So these 3 rivers will be linked together: Parbati, Kali Sindh and Chambal. So Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, they have signed the MOU together. Now this project was prepared in 2004, but it was lagging behind since last 20 years. Finally, they have signed it, and this project will benefit 13 districts each. That is 13 districts of Madhya Pradesh and 13 districts of Rajasthan. So it will provide irrigation to a minimum 2.8 lakh hectare area each in both the states. And it will solve drinking water problems also in a lot of places. Now the overall cost of the project is 72,000 crore. 72,000 crore. And 35,000 crore will be contributed by Madhya Pradesh and 37,000 crore will be contributed by the government of Rajasthan. Government of Rajasthan. So this is a river linking project which is extremely important from exam point of view. Which of the following ministry has launched Project Pari, Public Art of India, which aims to showcase public art inspired by millennia of artistic heritage, Lok Kala, Lok Sanskriti, while incorporating contemporary themes and techniques? Project Pari. Now Project Pari has been started by the Ministry of Culture. The answer is Ministry of Culture. So this project will be executed by Lalit Kala Academy and National Gallery of Modern Art. Both of these work under the Ministry of Culture. So there are a lot of paintings which are characteristic of a particular state, like the Gond paintings from Madhya Pradesh, or Lanjia Sora from Odisha, Cherial paintings from Telangana, Tanjore paintings from Tamil Nadu, Kalamkari from Andhra, Pichwai painting from Rajasthan, Varli painting from Maharashtra, Pithora art from Gujarat, Epan painting from Uttarakhand. So all of these are very, very famous. Lalit Kala Academy and National Gallery of Modern Art, they both work under the Ministry of Culture. Union Cabinet has approved India to sign the Biodiversity Beyond National Jurisdiction Agreement. Which ministry will spearhead this initiative? So from Indian side, it is the Ministry of Earth Sciences. Ministry of Earth Sciences. This is also known as the High Seas Treaty. High Seas Treaty. So this is an international treaty under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UN clause. So not just you have to protect the biodiversity in your own exclusive economic zone, but beyond that also, that is essentially the purpose. And this is a legally binding treaty. Right? It is known as the High Seas Treaty. High Seas Treaty, very important. Bharatiya Antariksh Hackathon has been launched as a part of the first National Space Day. When was it celebrated? Well, it was celebrated on 23rd of August 2024, because this is the day when Chandrayaan 3 landed on the south pole of the moon, the Vikram lander. So Bharatiya Antariksh Hackathon is a competition basically which is organized by ISRO, and there are 12 problem statements that are given to the teams, and one team will win it and they will win attractive prizes. Which of the following organization has launched new World Soil Health Index to standardize the soil quality assessment globally? Soil quality assessment globally. So this has been launched by UNESCO recently. It has been launched by UNESCO. So basically there was an international conference on soil that was organized in a city called Agadir. Now Agadir is a city in Morocco. So New World Soil Health Index um, was launched by UNESCO at Agadir in Morocco, and they want to standardize the soil quality assessment globally. Also, the soil degradation is a big challenge in front of everyone. Department of Telecom, they have released the draft rules to operationalize Digital Bharat Nidhi. It will replace which fund? It will replace the Universal Service Obligation Fund, as I've told you already. Universal Service Obligation Fund. And this fund was used for making the broadband connectivity reach in the rural areas, increasing the telecom connectivity in the rural area. Also, telecom research and development was done. So Universal Service Obligation Fund, where did it get the money from? 5% tax was put on the telecom operators on their adjusted gross revenue, and this 5% used to come in the Universal Service Obligation Fund. So now instead of that, we will have Digital Bharat Nidhi. Universal Service Obligation Fund, by the way, was created in 2003. Ministry of Commerce and Industry, they have targeted $100 billion worth of electronic exports by which financial year? So they are targeting it by financial year 30. The answer is financial year 30, which means 2029-30. They are targeting US $100 billion in exports by financial year 30. And in financial year 24, which has just ended, our electronic export was $21.9 billion. So we want to make it, of course, more than 3 times. More than 3 times. And what is the projection of the textile sector? How much textile exports do we want? Textile exports also we want $100 billion by 2030. Pharmaceutical exports we want $55 billion by 2030. And agriculture exports from India, we want $85 billion by 2030. So all of this is the data. President of India has conferred 10 Kirti Chakra, of which 7 were given posthumously. This medal is made of which metal? So it is made up of silver. So 36 Peacetime Gallantry Awards were given. Nobody won the Ashok Chakra, which is the highest. Then we have the Kirti Chakra, then we have the Shaurya Chakra. So 10 were given the Kirti Chakra, 26 were given the Shaurya Chakra. So total 36 awards were given. And Kirti Chakra is the second highest Peacetime Gallantry Award after Ashok Chakra, and it is made up of silver. And then we have the Shaurya Chakra, which is made up of bronze, and it is the third highest Peacetime Gallantry Award after Ashok Chakra and the Kirti Chakra. Understood? A commemorative coin of 100 rupees has been released on 101st birth anniversary of late Jawaharlal Darda. He was associated with which state? Well, he was associated with the state of Maharashtra. He was associated with the state of Maharashtra. He was the founder of the Lokmat Media Group. Lokmat, till today, it is the most read newspaper of Maharashtra. So, rupee 100 commemorative coin. And this is a coin. Basically, it is made up of silver, and the weight is 35 gram and diameter is 44 millimeter. Who among the following has assumed the presidency of FATF, Financial Action Task Force, for 2 years? From July 2024 to June 2026. Her name is Eliza de Anda Madrazo. She has replaced T. Rajakumar of Singapore, and she is a Mexican lady. FATF is headquartered in Paris. India has launched Zorawar light tanks. These are made by whom? These are made by DRDO in partnership with Larsen & Toubro. And these are named after the great Dogra General Zorawar Singh. Zorawar Singh led India to many wars, So these are named after 19th century Dogra General Zorawar Singh, who led the Indian armed forces in Ladakh and Western Tibet. So initially 59 tanks order has been given. Now these Zorawar tanks will be inducted into the Indian Army by 2027. Dhruv Sitwala has won the 2024 Asian Billiard Championship. Where did it take place? So Asian Billiard Championship, Dhruv Sitwala is the winner, and he defeated Pankaj Advani to win Asian Billiard Championship. The tournament happened in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. Also, Anupama Ramachandran, she was the winner of Asian Snooker Championship. Understood? India and Russia, they have agreed to set a trade target of $100 billion by which year? So this is a target they have kept by 2030. This should be the bilateral trade between the two countries, $100 billion by 2030. And India and Russia, they signed 9 MOUs when PM Modi visited Russia recently. 9 MOUs were signed. Also, Russia has said that Russia will launch an orbital station by 2033 because Russia has exited the International Space Station. International Space Station. And there was also discussion recently when PM Modi went there about the Chennai-Vladivostok Maritime Corridor. Chennai-Vladivostok Maritime Corridor. Now, even with the UAE, our target is $100 billion of trade by 2030, but this does not include petroleum. So this is the non-crude oil joint trade between the two countries. Which state government has come out with an inclusive sports manual to promote the sporting talents of differently able children and ensuring they are put into the mainstream and they are included? So the answer is Kerala. Kerala is the first state in India to have a sports manual for promoting the sporting talents of differently abled children. Who among the following has been appointed as the principal advisor at the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare for National Tuberculosis Elimination Program? She is none other than Soumya Swaminathan, who was a chief scientist at WHO. She was also the deputy director general of WHO once upon a time. Very, very eminent lady. And National Tuberculosis Elimination Program, Government of India is working, and we have a national strategic plan from 2017 to 2025, which means that our target to eliminate tuberculosis from India is 2025. 2025. Understood? National Commission for Women and which of the following organization they have launched Digital Shakti initiative for the 5th time. They want to digitally empower and upskill the women and girls in the cyberspace. So this is Cyber Peace Foundation. Cyber Peace Foundation, which is based in New Delhi. So now they have started Digital Shakti. Digital Shakti was launched in 2018. So now we have Digital Shakti version 5. And they want to skill develop, or they want to reach 10 lakh women. 10 lakh women. This is the target that they have kept for themselves. National Commission for Women, the chairman is Rekha Sharma. Which state has announced an initiative to establish Mitra 1 in its border district? There are 75 districts in Uttar Pradesh. Out of 75, there are 35 districts which have a border with a neighboring state or a union territory or with any country like Nepal. In these 35 districts, Mitra 1, which means friendship forest, will be set up. So the answer is UP, and they will plant 35 crore trees in these 35 districts of UP. Also, UP is setting up a bioplastic park in Lakhimpur Kheri, and they are also setting up a film city in Greater Noida in Gautam Budh Nagar. It will be set up by the Bayview Bhutani Group. And CM Tourism Fellowship Program has also been started by UP, where 25 researchers, they will be given 40,000 rupees per month, honorarium also, salary also by the government of UP. These 25 researchers will help promote the tourism in UP. Prime Minister Modi was given Order of St. Andrew the Apostle. It is the highest civilian award of which country? It is the highest civilian award of Russia. Right? So in fact, this award was given to PM Modi in 2019, but he received it physically only now. Now this award was started in 1698 by Russian King Tsar Peter the Great. Tsar Peter the Great, in honor of Saint Andrew. Saint Andrew was a great Christian saint, right? But then it may be discontinued, but then it was again started very, recently. So Order of Saint Andrew, and PM Modi, it was announced that PM Modi will got this award in 2019, but physically he is getting only now. Which company has delivered the first batch of 35,000 Kalashnikov AK-203 assault rifles to the Indian Army? It is Indo-Russian Rifles Private Limited. These are being manufactured in Korwa. Korwa is in Amethi. Amethi is in UP. So it is a joint venture between India and Russia. Also, there is a company called Lokesh Machine Limited. It is manufacturing the ASME submachine guns for the Indian Army. Which of the following country is hosting the 20th Malabar Naval Exercise? So this is exercise that takes place between Quad countries, that is India, Australia, Japan, and the US. These are the Quad members, right? So US, Japan, Australia, and India, and it will take place in Bay of Bengal. It will take place in the Bay of Bengal. Also, don't forget that the Indian Air Force, they are launching The first time Tarang Shakti exercise, multi-country exercise for the first time. Tarang Shakti. And Malabar exercise started in 1992. That time it used to happen only between India and US, then Japan and Australia joined it, and it became a 4-country exercise. So last time Malabar exercise happened was in 2022. That time it was hosted by Sydney. Who among the following has written a book, Imperial Games in Tibet? The struggling, it is about the struggle of the Tibet people. So the struggle for statehood and sovereignty. This is a book which has been written by Dilip Sinha. Dilip Sinha, the former Indian diplomat. Also, Echoes of Faith. Echoes of Faith has been written by Ashok Lavasa. Who among the following has been chosen as India's chef de mission for the 2024 Paris Olympics? It is Gagan Narang. He is a shooter and he is a bronze medalist also. And PV Sindhu and Achanta Sharat Kamal will be the flag bearer for the opening ceremony. Which organization has approved designation of 11 new biosphere reserves in 11 countries, including Belgium and Gambia for the first time? So 11 biosphere reserves, they have been added to the World Network of Biosphere Reserves by UNESCO. Right? So these are the 11 which have been added by UNESCO recently. And even in India, there are 18 biosphere reserves, but out of 18, 12 biosphere reserves are a part of World Network of Biosphere Reserves of UNESCO. Now, including these 11, there are now 759 biosphere reserves which are approved by UNESCO. 16th Finance Commission, they have made a committee. This is a committee of 5 members and they will advise the Commission on any terms of reference on related subject. Who will be the convener of the advisory council? This committee or the advisory council. So the convener for this committee will be actually it's a woman, Miss Poonam Gupta. Poonam Gupta is the Director General of National Council of Applied Economic Research, NCAER. And Article 280 says that there has to be a finance commission. 16th Finance Commission, recently Manoj Panda, he became a full-time member of the 16th Finance Commission. Mr. Manoj Panda. And other full-time members are Ajay Narayan Jha and Annie George Matthew. And part-time member is Soumya Kanti Ghosh, who is a Chief Economic Advisor of the State Bank of India. 16th Finance Commission will start working from 1st of April 2026. And who will be the chairman? Arvind Pangaria will be the chairman. And who is the chairman of the 15th Finance Commission, which is going on right now? N.K. Singh. Which ministry has been designated as the nodal ministry for the Hajj Committee of India? Hajj Committee of India manages the entire Hajj pilgrimage for the Muslims, and it was under Ministry of External Affairs, but now it will be under the Ministry of Minority Affairs. So Hajj Committee of India nodal ministry will be Ministry of Minority Affairs. Very important question. 2 Gaganyaan astronauts, they have been shortlisted for which mission to the International Space Station? This is Axiom 4. Axiom 4 will be by a company called Axiom Space. It's a private US company, Axiom Space, and they are collaborating with NASA. Now, Gaganyaan mission, we will be sending 4 astronauts. Out of those 4, 2 will be taking they will be going to the space basically, right, as a part of Axiom Mission 4, so that they can get good experience. As per recent information, which of the following space agency is set to launch Habitable Worlds Observatory in 2040 to find the proof of extraterrestrial life or the aliens? This is a mission that will be undertaken by NASA. They want to find out if there is a life, extraterrestrial life or aliens, right? So HW is a unique telescope. It will look for biosignatures. Biosignatures are emitted by the living organisms. So they will look for aliens in the universe. Who has been given Knight of the Legion of Honor, the highest civilian award of France? So this is an award that has been given by France to Roshni Nadar Malhotra, the chairman of the company HCL, one of the biggest IT companies of India. And this award was started in 1802 by Napoleon Bonaparte. Right? So this award is given to Roshni Nadar Malhotra. Exercise Pitch Black has begun in which country? Pitch Black is an exercise that is conducted by the Australian Air Force. It takes place once every 2 years. So a lot of countries will participate apart from India. France, Germany, Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, UK, US, Thailand, Singapore, South Korea. I mean, a lot of countries will participate, right? So it is called Pitch Black. There is one more exercise called Kakadu that is also hosted by Australia. In this also, multiple countries, they participate. Jav Gramam campaign has been started to promote organic farming in which state of India? It has been started in Kerala. Recently, it was started in Ernakulam. It was launched from Ernakulam. Scientists at which of the following institute they have developed anti-insecticide fabric that effectively neutralizes organophosphate-based pesticide. Now, organophosphate poisoning is very common among the Indian farmers, but imagine if they wear some cloth which can neutralize the pesticide. So this fabric, anti-insecticide fabric, it has been made by INSTEM, Institute for Stem Cell Science and Regenerative Medicine, which is based in Bangalore. Right? Now in our body, there is an enzyme called ACHE, acetylcholinesterase. When there is organophosphate poisoning, acetylcholinesterase is an important enzyme for a neuromuscular process. It stops working and the patient may die. So this fabric will neutralize organophosphate-based pesticides so that farmers will stay healthy. There is a book, Kargil War, The Turning Point. Who has written it? This is a book written by Colonel Magod Basappa Ravindranath. Magod Basappa Ravindranath. Which space agency has launched Curie mission, CubeSat radio interferometry mission, to unravel the mysteries of the solar radio waves? Nobody knows where the solar radio waves are coming from, what is their use. So this is a mission that has been launched recently by NASA. It is a mission launched by NASA, and these radio waves are not able to come to the Earth because the upper atmosphere filters them. So we have to send a mission to the space. Which organization has upgraded its RAIN system for gathering information on the health of the Indian Ocean? Regional Analysis of Indian Ocean, or RAIN system. So this is a system of INCOIS Hyderabad, Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services, right? And earlier they used to measure the salinity of the ocean or salt concentration of the ocean, the sea surface temperature, but the new system will measure these two, and it will also measure the sea surface height. It will measure the sea surface height as well. INCOIS works under the Ministry of Earth Sciences. It is headquartered in Hyderabad. And INCOIS was also in news because they have made a system which is called, which is a system, and the name of the system is BCNN, Bayesian Convolutional Neural Network. Bayesian Convolutional Neural Network, BCNN. And this system basically will tell you about El Nino and La Nina. It can predict the emergence of El Nino and La Nina. El Nino causes drought-like conditions in India. La Nina causes monsoon-like conditions, heavy monsoon. Financial Inclusion Index, the latest score is 64.2 in March 2024. So at the end of the financial year 24, our score was 64.2. This index is released by whom? It is released by the Reserve Bank of India. It is released by Reserve Bank of India. It is made up of three parameters: access, usage, and quality. Access weightage is 35%, usage is 45%, and quality is 20%. This is the weightage of these three parameters. The score is between 0 to 100. We have to aim to achieve the score of 100. That is, 100 will show complete financial inclusion. Complete financial inclusion. Karnataka government has launched Digital Nagrik program. This time they will be teaching augmented reality and virtual reality skills. In partnership with whom? So they have partnered with the tech company called Meta. They will train 1 lakh teachers and 10 lakh students by 2025 in digital safety, augmented reality, virtual reality, etc. Export-Import Bank of India has given a loan of $2.5 million to which country for setting up solar photovoltaic power plant? This loan has been given to the country Guyana, the South American country Guyana. And this photovoltaic solar power plant will be set up at the Cheddi Jagan International Airport. Cheddi Jagan International Airport in Guyana. And Export-Import Bank of India, they have opened their representative office in Nairobi in Kenya. This is their third office in Africa after Abidjan and Johannesburg. Also, this is their second loan to Guyana. Earlier, they gave a loan of $23.27 million to Guyana for purchasing 2 Dornier aircrafts, which are manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Which state government has implemented a scheme called Navu Manujaru, We the Humans, to improve the capacity of the students to think independently, rationally, and understand the pros and cons of every issue? So, Navu Manjuru has been started by Karnataka. The answer is Karnataka. So, every week there will be 3 periods of 40 minutes each. So, total 2 hours of discussion between the students will take place. Who among the following has been selected for World Society of Victimology highest honor, the Hans von Henting Award? Hans von Henting Award. So this award was given to Professor K. Chokalingam of Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu. And it is named after Hans von Henting, who was a German psychologist and politician. So since 1982, this award is given once every 3 years. Once every 3 years. Om Birla, Speaker of the Lok Sabha, 18th Lok Sabha, has headed Indian parliamentary delegation to the 10th BRICS Parliamentary Forum. Where was it held? So the BRICS Summit will take place, Kazan in Russia this year, and BRICS Parliamentary Forum was organized by St. Petersburg in Russia. St. Petersburg in Russia. Mutual Recognition Agreement for Organic Products between India and Taiwan has been implemented. The implementing agency for MRA from Indian side is which one? So from Indian side it is APEDA, Agriculture and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority, which works under the Ministry of Commerce. And this Mutual Recognition Agreement of Organic Products, we will recognize Taiwanese organic product, they will recognize our organic products. It has become applicable from 8th of July 2024. 2024. Also, there are a group of islands called Kinmen Islands. These are controlled by Taiwan. They were also in news recently. Who has written a book, The Book of Compassion? It is written by the great Dalai Lama and Kailash Satyarthi. Kailash Satyarthi has rescued more than 75,000 children from forced labor. He is the founder of an organization called Bachpan Bachao Andolan. Bachpan Bachao Andolan. Which organization has launched Medical Devices Information System, or MEDAVIS? It's an innovative online platform serving as the first global open access resource for information on medical devices. The medical devices market in India will touch $50 billion by 2030. So it's a huge sector. If you need information about any medical device, you can get it from MEDAVIS platform. It has been launched by the World Health Organization, by WHO. Which country has become the 5th member of Colombo Security Conclave? Colombo Security Conclave. So this is Bangladesh. Now India, Sri Lanka, Mauritius and Maldives. These are the 4 countries, right? And Seychelles is an observer. So Seychelles may become member in the future. Bangladesh has become the member. And what is Colombo Security Conclave? So this is a group that was set up in 2020. Earlier, there were only 3 members, India, Sri Lanka, Maldives. Then Mauritius joined in 2022. And now Bangladesh is joining it as 5th member in 2024. Bangladesh is the 5th member into March in 2024. In March 2022, Mauritius joined as the 4th member. Understood? So this is for mutual cooperation in the security and national security matters mainly. Also, don't confuse it with Colombo process. Don't confuse Colombo Security Conclave with Colombo process. Colombo process is about safe migration between different countries. 12 countries are a member of Colombo process, including India. And Colombo process, India has become the chairman from 2024 to 2026 for 3 years. NPCI International Payment Limited, the overseas promotion company for UPI by NPCI, NIPL, they have partnered with which country's central bank to launch QR-based UPI payments. It's a West Asian country. Which country am I talking about? I'm talking about Qatar. Qatar. So Qatar, Peru, Namibia, we have partnered with the central bank of all of these countries, and we are launching UPI there. Who among the following has been given 2025 Priestley Medal for exceptional service to chemistry? It has been given to Frances Arnold. If you remember, Frances Arnold won the 2018 Nobel Prize in Chemistry also. So this is an award which is given by American Chemical Society. American Chemical Society, right? So she is a professor, Frances Arnold, in America only, in different institutes like California Institute of Technology and Linus Pauling Institute and all of these institutes. She teaches there. So the award carries a gold medal. This award was started in 1922. 1922. American Chemical Society, ACS, is headquartered in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. Second phase of building Virat Ramayana Mandir has begun. This temple is being constructed where? It is the largest Hindu temple in the world. It is being set up in Bihar, where? In East Champaran. East Champaran in Bihar. It is bigger than Angkor Wat temple in Cambodia, which so far is the biggest Hindu temple. So this temple will cover an area of 3.76 lakh square feet. And it has been set up at a cost of 500 crore rupees. It will have 22 Sanctum Sanctorum or Garbhagriha, and it will have world's biggest Shivling, which is 33 feet tall. 33 feet tall. Central government has decided to observe which day as Samvidhan Hatya Divas. Samvidhan Hatya, Constitution Murder Day. So this is a day that will be celebrated every year from now on 25th of June, because on this day Indira Gandhi promulgated Article 352 National Emergency for Internal Disturbances. It was issued by Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed, who was that time the President of India. So Emergency was declared in 1975, 25th of June, and it continued till 21st of March 1977. Scientists at which institute they have demonstrated a new method to create mineral nanoparticles. Mineral nanoparticles using micro droplets of water. Micro droplets of water. So remember, this is by IIT Madras. IIT Madras. And if you apply a very high voltage to mineral microparticles suspended in water, then you can cause them to break into nanoparticle within 10 milliseconds. So this study showed that the micro droplets, they can break down minerals like silica, alumina, etc. into nanoparticles. Which company has secured a 5-year green loan worth 31.96 billion Japanese yen from the Deutsche Bank's Gift City branch? Deutsche Bank Gift City branch. So this is a loan that has been taken by Rural Electrification Corporation, which is a Maharatna company under the Ministry of Power. And they have also taken a loan of $1 billion from Asian Development Bank and Exim Bank of South Korea. Exim Bank of South Korea. Also, REC Limited Company has opened their office in Gift City in Gandhinagar, Gujarat recently. And they also took a loan from Italian credit agency SACE worth 60 billion Japanese yen earlier. 60 billion Japanese yen earlier. Muchu Shish is a mountain, 7,453 meter. It has never been climbed before. Finally, it has been climbed by 3 people from Czech Republic. Where is it? So it is located in Pakistan in the Karakoram range. In the Karakoram range. Union Minister of Port Shipping and Waterway received first mothership. Mothership is a mega ship, very large ship. MV San Fernando at India's first deep water container transshipment port where? So this is Vizhinjam in Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala. The first mothership came MV San Fernando. Also, we are setting up another transshipment port in Galathea Bay in Andaman Nicobar. And this port is managed by the Adani Group. Which organization has published 5th milestone report, Countdown to 2023, on the progress towards global trans fat elimination covering the period from 2018 to 2023. It has been published recently by the World Health Organization. World Health Organization, they started a project in 2018 called Replace, to replace the trans fatty acid or TFA from the food from the entire world. But only a handful of countries they have been able to eliminate. Only a handful of countries have been able to eliminate. So they have extended their deadline. Earlier they said by 2023 trans fatty acids should be eliminated from the global food everywhere. But now they have extended the deadline to 2025. Which state cabinet has given approval to implement National E-Vidhan application or NEVA that will make their legislative assembly or Vidhan Sabha completely paperless? It will be implemented by the government of Madhya Pradesh. It is a part of digital governance, and Himachal was the first state in India where E-Vidhan app was approved. Which of the following state government is working on a plan to open Eastern India's first university for physically challenged students? So this is the state government of Jharkhand. They will open Eastern India's first university for physically challenged student in Ranchi. It will be set up in Ranchi. We have only one university in India which is for handicapped students. It is called Jagat Guru Ram Bhadracharya Handicapped University. It is in Chitrakoot in UP. Who among the following has been named among the winners of International Maritime Organization Award for exceptional bravery at sea for their extraordinary courage that was shown in a Red Sea rescue mission? So there was a ship. Okay, there was a ship that was rescued by the brave officers of INS Vishakhapatnam. So Captain Brijesh Nambiar and Avilash Rawat, they were given the awards. And which is the ship that they rescued? The ship was called Marlin Luanda. Marlin Luanda. So this is a ship that they rescued. United Nations, they have expressed grave concerns about intensified clashes along the Blue Line. Blue Line is a border between which country? Blue Line is a border between Lebanon and Israel. The answer is option D. And in Lebanon, we have the group called Hezbollah, which does not want Israel to exist. So they have always been very hostile towards Israelis. That was the video. Best themed MCQs for July part 2 in English. I'll see you in part 3. Thank you for watching Study IQ.